The Pikeview boys basketball team is now 5-3 on the young high school basketball season. A team that was thought to be too young heading into this season is starting to make a little bit of noise in the Class AA level. A big reason why? The development of junior point guard Seth Meadows, our C.A.M. Tony Tire Pro's Athlete of the Week.
We was moving the ball real good. We found the open man, and it just led to good shots, which we knocked down.
Pikeview junior Seth Meadows may be underselling the performance he and his team put on Monday night. Pikeview won by 40. Meadows scored 24 points in just 3 quarters.
When he's really hitting, the basket's an ocean for him. And then I think he did a good job of getting other players' touches and then feeding off of them.
The junior has been contributing since his freshman year, and for a young team like Pikeview, having Meadows' experience on the court is crucial.
A lot of coaches use that as a generic term about having, a point guard who can be an extension of the coach on the floor, and that's exactly what he is. I mean, when we're in the huddle, he's the one that's always asking the question about the next play down the floor, and not just what we're talking about, but he's always looking at the next angle to give us a chance to take an advantage.
Played with him since 4th grade. He's awesome. He gets you open passes. He can see the court. Pretty good.
Meadows also plays baseball for Pikeview, but there's another sport that the junior likes to compete in as well.
I like to play ping pong, to be honest. I got a competitive family, and we just love to do stuff for fun around the house.
Seth plays with his older brother Zach and younger brother Peyton, so I had to find out which Meadows wears the ping pong crown.
I'd have to give it to my big brother. He's pretty good, too.
You beat him at all? Does he beat you?
We're about even. We go back and forth.
Someday I might have to try to get Seth to let me cover one of those Meadows family ping pong games, but for now I'll have to settle for the Panthers, and Meadows believes his team is heading in the right direction.
Well, I like where we're at. We're starting to get the feel of each other, and we're playing really good ball with good chemistry. We're finally opening up and getting good shots that we want and knock them down.
Pikeview plays again next Tuesday the 12th at home against Princeton.
More than a month ago until boys basketball sectionals start, Pikeview looking to repeat as section winners. They've been led by multiple key players this season, including Seth Meadows, our WOAY Athlete of the Week. Pikeview senior Seth Meadows is coming off a week where he performed at a high level individually, as did the team. 3 games in 3 days is always a challenge for any basketball team, but that's what Pikeview faced last week, and they came away with 3 wins, led in scoring in each of those games by Meadows.
There's 3 good wins. Even one was from a top 10 team. I feel like we played pretty good. Everybody top to bottom. Probably is a good team effort, and hopefully we can use that and build on to this week.
Meadows scored the first 8 points of the game in Thursday's win against Liberty, saying that start set the tone for how that game would play out.
Just there midway in the first quarter as my teammates were feeding me the ball, and things were just opening up for me. I was able to hit the shot, but it's because my teammates, they set me up good shots.
We definitely accepted the challenge. The 3 games in 3 days is a good simulation for late season things that you face. James Monroe definitely, especially on the road, was a challenging game. Shady's a big game.
Meadows isn't the only Panther who performed at a high level last week. Many others, including senior Wayne Brookman, have put in key contributions since the start of the season.
Yeah, we played together since like 3rd grade, so we're playing good together, and we all click. It's definitely important. Coming off those few losses in the beginning of the season, we know we're good now.
Basketball is not the only sport Meadows excels at. He also competes in golf and baseball for the Panthers, but there is one other sport that he plays often.
Yeah, ping pong, that's something we like to do in our spare time, just have a little fun with the family and a couple of my teammates. It's just a good competitive sport and just something to get our mind off the game.
This week presents another challenge for the Panthers with road trips to Princeton and Wyoming East, but they are aware that good performances now could lead to the momentum that leads to a 2nd straight sectional title and possibly a state tournament berth.
We know we got to get ready for a sectional and a regional. It gives us all kind of fire in us to push through what we did last year.
There's that sense of urgency and kind of soaking it in when they're playing that game, and you got the crowds going, whether it's home or on the road, and really just enjoying that moment.
Well, it was a learning experience with the baseball team last year. It was a fun experience. I want to bring that over to these guys. I'm really close to them, and it'd be fun to go out with a bang and be able to finish our senior year off right.
It's time now to recognize our Pantilla Mitsubishi Player of the Week. Seth Meadows led the Pikeview Panthers last week, averaging more than 22 points per game. The Panthers played 4 games in a row during the week. Meadows scored a season-high 34 points against Riverview on Tuesday, and then the next night, Meadows hit the game-winning 3-pointer against Oak Hill. Meadows is averaging more than 18 points per game this season and also scored 21 in tonight's sectionals win over Riverview. Seth Meadows is this week's Pantilla-Mitsubishi Player of the Week.
Brandon, thank you. Thank you. It's time now to recognize our Pantilla-Mitsubishi Player of the Week.
Pikeview Panthers senior Seth Meadows led the team to a 74-69 win over James Monroe last Tuesday. He scored 26 points. On Friday, Meadows hit a free throw in the third quarter, as you see right there. This was his 1,000th career point at Pikeview. Seth Meadows is this week's Pantilla-Mitsubishi Player of the Week.
Tonight, the
his 1,000th career point as a Pikeview Panther. The coaches and players would like to congratulate him for this achieving milestone. All of his hard work and dedication has made this moment possible. Seth, as you now know, is the fourth Pikeview Panther to receive this honor. The other three, Tommy Sands, Jordan Reitzel, and Jason Reitzel. Congratulations, Seth. We're proud of you.
97.3.
Sunrise back here at Pikeview High School. I'm lucky enough to be joined by senior Seth Meadows. Meadows got his 1,000th point tonight. And first of all, I want to say congratulations, Seth. And secondly, I want to talk about the game a little bit. You come into this game, this is a team that, a lot of people really didn't give you a chance to beat. But first half, y'all hung with them. I was watching their coach as y'all was draining threes. He had a little concern on his face. But it's the length and the depth of the team. They played as many as 10 players tonight. Sort of wore you guys down in the second half. What was it like going against a lot of these D1 talent out there?
It was just a special thing tonight. We came in as we knew we was probably the underdogs tonight, and we just wanted to prove that we could show them we could play with them a little bit. First half, we was moving the ball really well and knocked down the three ball, and we was even getting the backdoor layup on them. I felt like we done a good job the first half, and the second half it just kind of got away from us.
Yeah, they came out of there, especially at the start of the second half. They came out with a little spurt there, sort of extended the lead a little bit, and you fought back. One thing I noticed about you guys, man, you weren't intimidated by them. You look at the roster, we were talking about their size, 6'9", 6'7", 6'6", I mean, all up and down the line. But you guys took the ball in strong. Brookman played tough inside. I felt like all you guys just rebounded well. Rebounding was something I figured would be critical in this game with their size. But, to me, playing basketball, you go against a team like that, sometimes you look at them and you're like, oh, my gosh. But you guys, you came out and played your game.
Oh, we was relaxed. I thought we done good. First half, again, on the boards, and second half, it kind of got away from us again. But they're a big team. They're long and lengthy.
Yeah. I don't know if you're aware or not, but a couple of their players, the one kid, T.J. Smith, he's 6'8". He visited West Virginia on Monday, being recruited by them. He has 12 D1 offers himself. And then the guard, 6'4", Lynn, he has 24 D1 offers. He's got teams such as Tennessee, Missouri, Louisville looking at him. So, this is a sort of a test to you guys of what it's like to play against D1 talent. And I'm telling you what, guys, I was impressed tonight. You guys look good out there.
Yeah, I thought we had done better than what people expected of us. Those two guys, they shot the ball really well tonight. You got to give them credit. They're players, and I wish them best of luck in the next level. And hopefully we can build from this and hopefully use this toward March.
Yes. And that's the thing. As far as defenses, we're used to seeing Wyoming East, Bluefield's pressure defense. They pretty much man-to-man all night, and the guy guarding you, man, I'm going to tell you what, I don't think you're going to see a guy that size, 6'6", with that length. He probably had a 7-foot wingspan, and I could tell it was a struggle to get those passing lanes. They were getting a lot of tip balls on you guys. But, compare their defense to, say, Bluefield. To me, you think it'll help you guys when you go up against the Bluefields and Wyoming East and the West Side?
I feel like that'll benefit us. this team, they played really well. They're so long is when you get to the bucket, they're more likely you're going to get blocked unless you get the backdoor layup. It's hard to shoot over them. And against Bluefield, we can use that as they're more our height.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can build off this and keep going to the hole.
There you go. Now we want to get back to your tonight 1,000 points. You're the fourth player in Pikeview history to get that honor. It's a great honor. I've been lucky enough to see a lot of those points here sitting calling the radio games. I've enjoyed watching you since you're freshman coming out here. And one thing tonight I saw too, that you got 3 offensive fouls tonight. You know, those guys were going to the hole a little out of control, and they don't know what they're going up. You're a smart player when it comes to getting in position. But what does it mean to you as an athlete, knowing that you're going to be in the 1,000-point club here at Pikeview? And I know it's a great honor, and I know you're a humble guy, and I know you don't like to talk about stuff like that, but tell us what it means to you.
Well, I'm just blessed. I want to thank the good Lord above as He helped me get to where I am today, and I also want to thank my present and former teammates, coaches, and especially my mom and dad. They're the ones that took me to the gym, started me out when I was young, and they're the reason why I'm here today. I love them both to death, and all the credit goes to them, as I wanted to do it for them to put a big smile on their face and repay them a little bit.
Yeah, and if you've ever met Selena and Tucker, I've known them. Played against her dad in high school years ago, and they're great people, very involved in the community and youth sports. And like I said, Seth, I tell you this all the time. You don't know what kind of role model you've been to my son, and I'm very proud. He's watched you play. He was a water boy for you guys for a few years there, and if I could ask for any player in the area for him to turn out to be like, I'd want him to be like you, man, because you're a fine young man. It's an honor to get to know you and be a part of this. And I wish you best of luck the rest of this season. Let's go to sectionals. Let's get playing good ball here as we wind up the season. And I look forward to seeing you play next year somewhere on the next level, man.
All right, thank you, Sean.
All
Hopefully we can end it in Charleston.
All right, there you go. I'd like to go up there and watch you guys. Take it easy.
Sounds good.
And we'll take another.
Where did you find those? They were on your desk out in the open. That's not me. That's not me. Really? No, really. Whatever you do in your own time, great. You can't go a person sent you to school. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to let you go. Please. Take your big bags. That's me in the photo. You're not a very good lawyer. That person who tried to kill me. He found me. And he's taunting me. And Dr. Michael's death is not an accident. He might kill you. I know I'm not crazy. Why try to kill me in the first place? I've lost my memories. I lost everything. And now I have a job. And I have a boyfriend. And I have friends. And maybe he hates to say that I have a new life.